Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to practice solving division problems. And in this sample problem, we are looking at 720 divided by 7. So we're trying to figure out how many 7s can equally fit into 720. And to help us remember the steps, we have the little chart down here. Does McDonald's sell burgers? Yeah, of course they do. But that's a great way to help us know the steps when we divide. The first step is dividing. Second step is multiplying to figure out how many we used. Then we subtract, which tells us how many are left over. And then what we bring down, which is regrouping. So let's start with step 1, division. So we're going to start with the first number here in the hundreds place. So 7 divided by 7. You can think of it as how many 7s fit into 7. So if you skip count by 7, how many does it take to get to 7 without going over? Well, that's 1. So you put your 1 up here, that's your division step, and then you multiply. If I used 1, 7, what would that be? Well, that would be 7. So I put my 7 here, that's the multiplication step. Then I want to subtract to see how many I have left. Well, you can either click in front and hit the minus button, or you can even put the minus over here. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we want to subtract. 7 take away 7 equals, well, that's 0. Okay, so that's my subtraction step. Now I want to bring down. So I'm taking this 2 and I'm bringing it down to here. Okay, now I'm done. Now I go back to the beginning and divide. So now I have my new number, 2 divided by 7. How many 7s fit into 2? Well, if I skip count by 7s, it goes 0, 7, 14. Wait a minute. 1 7 is too much. 2 7s is definitely too much. So 0 7s fit into 2. So I need to put a 0 up here. So now if I use 0 7s, okay, 0 times 7, multiplication step, that is 0. Okay. Now I subtract to see how many are left over. So 2 take away 0 gives me 2. Now I'm at the bring down part. I'm regrouping. So now this 0 is my next number, which has to be brought down all the way down here. So my 2 10s now becomes 20 1s. That's the regrouping, the bring down step. Okay, now that I'm done with bringing down, I go back to the beginning to divide. So 20 divided by 7. How many 7s fit into 20? Well, if I skip count by 7, I can go 1 is 7, 2 is 14, 3 would be 21. Oop, I don't have 21, I only have 20. So only 2 7s fits into 20. So I put my 2 up here for 2 7s. And what is 2 7s? My multiplication step. What is 2 times 7? Well, 2 times 7 is 14. Whoops, I'm going to put a 1 here and a 4 in the next spot. See how my 10s and my 1s line up? That helps with subtraction. Now I need to subtract to see how many are left over. So I do 20 take away 14. And I like to put my subtraction in there. So what is 20 take away 14? Well, 0 take away 4 is not 4. Okay, remember we need to regroup that. So that would be crossed off to a 1. And my 10 goes over here to make that a 10. So it's really 10 take away 4, which is 6. You can even count up. So if you start at 14, go up to 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It took me 6 to get there. So counting up is a great strategy for subtracting. All right, so now that I subtracted, I need to bring down. Well, if you look here, there's no other numbers to bring down. So I'm done. Now I need to look at this number, 6. Hopefully my 7 does not go into 6. If it does, I missed a step. So my 6 is my leftover. In division, we call the leftover the remainder. How many are remaining? So we write it as an R and then a 6. So my answer for this problem, my quotient, is 102 with a remainder of 6. So 102 with 6 left over. So that means 7 fits into 720 102 times equally, but then I'll have 6 left over. Okay, so that is how we do division, the long division method, with a remainder.